So, you might be wondering, why is there no intro? The answer to that is apparently StreamYard has changed it so that in order to have an intro, you must pay the money for some reason. So,
it's great.
That's great. So, hi. We don't have an intro.
This isn't awkward at all.
No, and there's a good chance, like, Loki and I are just gonna have to, like, get on one, which I was avoiding. Yeah, no intro because it won't let me.
Right.
By the way, the free plan has changed since the last time I was on it because it allowed me to do it last time. So,
Yeah.
I love it. That's fine. Okay. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Well, Loki and I are just gonna have to get on one, and it's fine.
Yeah. Because he still has the paid plan, right?
Yeah, he still does it. So that makes sense for him.
Right.
But yeah, so we're just gonna have to merge. It's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah.
Everything is normal. I was just avoiding that because it's a giant pain. Because I'm gonna have to like manually move everything over, and I didn't want to do that. So
I know, like, Loki doesn't have our Captain America death counter.
Oh, you bet your ass he will.
Even though there's no reason for it to be around anymore.
It is going to be very bizarre. They've basically made it so that you
can stream and that's about it.
You can stream and there's nothing else about it that you could. Yeah, I hope I can share pictures. I
mean, there's a presentation button on my end, so
yes.
I assume.
Yeah, I think I can share pictures. But
yeah, you should be able to.
Yeah, they've taken away my logo, everything. Pretty much everything they took away. So it's great. No, it's fine.
Yeah. So how you been? And she kicked herself. Wonderful.
Good. I'm fine. I didn't throw myself immediately out. It's fine.
We're professionals.
Professional, right here.
We're so professional. We're doing it for free.
It's good. It's fine. Fine.
Yeah.
Fine. So.
I mean, if you didn't want to answer the question, you could have just said no.
I said I'm fine. I'm fine. So, Arwen's not going to be in today because she's so sick. She's feeling sick. So, yeah, it's just, too much Marvel Rivals has a tendency to do that to you. It's just, yeah, we are professionals, Red Man.
That's right.
We are very professional. We are so professional.
Yeah. Professionals. Yeah.
So, anyway.
Okay.
Very exciting.
Yeah. I don't remember a thing that happened in the last chapter.
All I have are my notes from June 28th.
Yeah.
That's all I got. I don't know what it is. Because I forgot to download the chapter, so I didn't even have that. I have no idea.
You could have texted me. I would have sent it to you.
Yeah, well, I thought it might be funnier if I tried to do it without. So
fair. I mean, that's fair.
I tried. All right. So what I have is the title. And then I have a few questions to ask Arwen, which I can't ask at the moment.
I mean, we could always text her, but it needs to be raw reaction.
Well, yeah, and also she went back to bed. So
yeah.
And then there's a few things. You remember how we were trying to figure out what type of musician he was?
Yes.
I figured it out.
Okay.
So that we have that as
okay.
Because I was like, what would be the funniest thing for him to be playing on the bridge just randomly? If you just cut to him in the middle of all the chaos,
right?
What would be the funniest thing? I think I figured it out.
Okay. And then I remember there was something about obsidian owls coming out of the glitter cloud.
Yeah, there's something like that happening in the thumbnail.
Okay. All right.
So.
Yeah.
Very lore accurate, I'm sure. So
I'm sure.
Yes. So.
So for this chapter, I had to do the most amount of editing that I've done so far. Because it completely forgot Earl Grey was a thing until like the last 4 pages.
You know what's funny is that when I read when you texted it to me and I read it, and I did the thing where I forgot to respond.
Yes, you did.
Yes. When I read that, I read it in the reverse. So I thought he just disappeared.
No.
In the last 4 pages. So it's way funnier that he just appears.
Yes. Like he was not in the most of the chapter until like the very, very end of it. And it's like, oh, you're here. Okay.
Yes.
So I did a little editing so that he'd be actually in at least the beginning part of the story too. I didn't like force him into every single part, but
to be fair, we all kind of forgot at some point in the motion picture that Decker was a thing.
It's true.
So
that is true.
At some point, you kind of just go, and then you see him again. You're like, oh
yeah. Yeah. From what I read, this chapter, the AI went, let's take all these things that happen in science fiction movies and just put it into a blender and then here, drink this smoothie.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
I mean, so much happens in this.
Oh, good, because I had almost nothing to go by as far as what to put in. So I kind of just put the highlights of what I decided was very important to write about in my notes. So are you excited? Are you ready?
I am.
Okay. Here.
Yes.
We go. Very important.
I love it.
I thought him just randomly like cutting to him and he's playing the xylophone was pretty funny, so I went with that.
Oh my god. That's right, because that's right. In the last chapter, it just suddenly mentions that he's covered with fur now.
He's a silver, covered in silver fur. So I had to find. Do you know how hard it was to find a silver furry cat man? Okay, with that looked similar to how Earl looks like in that picture.
Did you just do a copy and paste with the glasses?
Oh, I just had to go find them again because I flattened the image and didn't feel like reopening it, so I just went out and found them again and just slapped them on his face.
Okay. All right. Oh my god. The xylophone is just wonderful.
Yeah, it just kind of came to me because we had lute, harp, electric guitar, recorder, and I was just kind of like, I feel like none of those are correct.
Yeah.
Like they're just on the verge of being funny, but they're not there yet. And then I looked up funniest instruments on Google. And like they were all instruments I've never heard of before, but one of them reminded me the xylophone existed. So I felt like I needed to do the xylophone because like.
And now I'm just picturing like this cat man doing the endearing young charms bit from Looney Tunes. Do 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 do, and it explodes on him.
Yes, but now I want you to remember that he's singing an 80s power ballad while playing the xylophone.
I'm sure that's been done somewhere.
Someone's done it. There's no way someone hasn't done it.
Yeah. Well, that's great. That's just wonderful.
So.
All right. Okay. Are we ready for chapter 3?
You know what? I'm ready.
Okay.
Also, that is the correct response, Ram Bam.
Yes, that is.
A face slap and a horrified face that makes you question your entire existence on this planet.
Yeah. Okay.
And hello, Happy Dinosaur and Cherry.
Yes.
Ram Bam and Penny. Hello. How are you?
Hello.
If you're just now coming in and expecting any coherency to happen, you know what?
You haven't been around for a while.
Also, you probably know as much as we do at this point because we forgot for the most part.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. So are we ready?
No.
Okay. Chapter 3. Confrontation and sacrifice.
Oh no. Wait, hold on. I gotta get my hold on.
Hey Scott.
Chapter 3. Hi Scott. Pay no attention to the furry man in the picture.
All right.
I'm ready. I had to get my notes ready so that I could remember anything.
Right. Okay. All right. The screech ripped through the ship again, a sound that clawed at sanity itself. The obsidian owl, larger than any Lyra had ever imagined, its silhouette a jagged tear in the swirling iridescent light of the glitter cloud, pressed its face against the viewport.
Know that. All right, now the owl now sounds like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I just love that it just like presses its face against the glass. Like, can we come in?
And not gently, just really smooshes it up against it. Just like,
well, I mean, it's an owl. They have flat faces. So
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, but not gently, like resting its forehead. No,
right.
Really getting in there. Just
yes. All right. Its eyes, twin pools of molten darkness.
Oh my god, that's a twin pool. This is such a fanfic line.
Twin pools of molten darkness. When you think of molten, you think of it kind of glowing because it's so hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Pudgy.
I understand where they're. Hi, Pudgy. How do we appreciate me, not you, Josh. Me.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
No. Okay.
All right. Its eyes, twin pools of molten darkness, burned with an intelligence that chilled her to the bone. It wasn't just an animal. It was a sentient being, ancient and malevolent. Its very presence radiating a palpable aura of menace. The ship groaned under the strain. The strain of the owl's face against the glass.
Okay, now he's pressing too hard. We need to calm down. Okay.
Yeah. The tremor intensifying into a full-blown shudder. Objects clattered to the floor, and even Cammy, usually so unflappable, huddled in Adega's lap, emitting a series of anxious chirps.
Cammy has gone full squirrel is my first note. All right. Great. All right.
Like I said backstage, Cammy doesn't have a single line of dialogue in this entire chapter.
Yeah.
But Cammy's here.
I didn't realize you meant she was chirping. So.
I mean, do anxious chirps count as dialogue?
I don't actually. I have no idea. That's a good question.
Yeah. The data crystal in Adega's hand pulsed wildly, its light flashing erratically, a frantic heartbeat against the backdrop of chaos.
They know.
Earl Grey gasped, his voice tight with fear, but his eyes blazing with defiance.
They know we're here.
Didn't they already knew that you were here in the last chapter, but okay.
So they can see us through the window.
Yeah. Pudgy, there's been no cursing in the story itself. The cursing would come from Eris or me.
Yeah, so a lot of the cursing involves us saying what the fuck is going on because we don't know.
Blanket, Pudgy, blanket.
What the fudge nugget of doom is going on?
That's better. We can't corrupt Pudgy.
Pudgy's incorruptible though.
That is true.
He has a shield of innocence. All right.
Pudgy, you haven't been following along with this story.
Oh, Pudgy. Sweetie. Oh, honey. We wish they would do something besides just holding hand. Holding hand is as intimate as they. No,
they hugged. They did hug.
All right.
We got a hug once.
There was one hug, and there was a lot of intense hand holding. Okay, so. Disney movies have more intimacy.
They're strengthening. They strengthen their bonds too.
Fair. Okay, Disney movies have more intimate scenes.
Yes.
What the story has given us. Okay?
Yes.
We had a full romance genre, and they didn't kiss at their wedding.
No, they didn't.
So we're all clear. They didn't kiss. So there was a wedding that happened, and there was no kissing. So.
But he remembered the badger.
He did remember. He remembered the badger.
That's right. Okay. Justin, despite his usual bravado, looked pale. His hand instinctively went to his sidearm.
Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with giving him a gun.
Are you putting that in your notes?
Oh, Justin has gained a firearm.
Yeah. His hand instinctively went to his sidearm, a gesture that seemed almost pathetic against the scale of the threat they faced.
What is he gonna do? Shoot them out the window? That would be a problem. Justin, you're smarter than this.
How could they have sensed us?
We have windows.
I think that was the voice I was using.
Yeah, you're using Agent Smith.
Yeah.
That sounded Agent Smith enough for me.
Okay. All right. Lyra, however, had a horrifying suspicion. The glitter cloud itself seemed to be reacting to their presence, somehow signaling their intrusion to the owls. The very structure built on memories and emotions was a conduit the owls were expertly manipulating. The owl outside let out another screech.
Which you couldn't hear.
Which you can't hear in space. Yeah, this is... Yeah. The sound that seemed to penetrate their very souls, echoing the ancient sorrow embedded within the glitter cloud itself. It was a call, a rallying cry to its brethren, a chilling symphony of impending doom. Leroy Jenkins!
All right, calm down. All right, okay. Mushroom. Yeah, I think somebody's on shrooms here.
Yeah, and it's whimsical.
It is whimsical.
Yeah. More shadows flickered at the edge of the viewport, obsidian shapes coalescing into terrifying forms. An army of owls was gathering. Oh, I was doing Adega, right?
What the hell was Adega? Oh, Adega was robot, right?
That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. It was originally Arwen, and she gave him very like unemotional voice, right?
I think so. I don't remember why, but I think that's the case.
All right. All right. They feed on despair, Adega said, her voice barely a whisper above the escalating cacophony. Earl Grey's sacrifice, ... It created a prison, but it also created a feast.
What?
Wasn't there something in the last chapter about like the glitter cloud was from Earl
sack? Yeah, Earl's sack.
No, like Earl Grey like sacrificed his civilization and that created the glitter cloud or something?
All right, I think it was his memories. He sacrificed his memories to protect his why I remember this, I don't know. But yeah.
That's right. There was something about that.
Yeah. So he had to choose, what was it? He had to choose basically to let his entire society die or kill his memories. He decided to kill his memories. He now remembers. And
his civilization lived on in the glitter cloud somehow.
With the owls?
I guess.
I don't know. I think they all died, regardless.
Okay, that's fine.
But that's just my headcanon.
Yeah, I did not reread Chapter 2 when I was editing Chapter 3, because I thought that's funnier.
No, yeah, that's fine.
All right, the owls were not simply predators. They were parasites of the soul, thriving on the negative energy trapped within the glitter cloud's iridescent shell. I am so sick and tired of the word iridescent.
Iridescent needs to die.
Yeah. Earl Grey's desperate attempt to preserve his civilization had inadvertently created a breeding ground for this malevolent intelligence, a source of sustenance for the ancient owls. How?
Josh, we are talking about obsidian owls.
That's true.
That can exist in space.
That's true.
And there's a giant pink, fluffy, glittery cloud of doom.
Yeah.
That they are traveling in.
Outside their spaceship that's made of cheese.
Oh my god, I forgot it was made of cheese.
How do you forget it's a cheese ship?
Because, quite frankly, it hasn't come up.
That's very true. That's very true. Just you wait.
Oh.
All right.
How on earth could they possibly destroy a ship of cheese?
I know. They weren't just attacking. They were consuming the very essence of the trapped memories, feasting on the sorrow and despair that clung to every iridescent shard.
I want the word iridescent to die.
Yeah. But why? Justin demanded, his voice cracking under the pressure. Why would they want to destroy the glitter cloud? It's their source of sustenance. Earl Grey shook his head, his expression grim.
Perhaps they don't want to destroy it. Perhaps they want to control it, to refine it, to make it a perfect vessel for their own malevolent desires, to amplify the despair, the suffering, to create a wellspring of negative energy that would spread far beyond this place. Did you write this?
No.
Are you sure?
I did not write this part.
Okay.
I did do a little bit of writing for this chapter, but not this. Although, because it originally forgot Earl Grey existed until like I said, the last 4 pages. This was Adega's line originally.
It's funny how I can't tell.
I know.
They're so wow. Oh, that's funny. Okay. And sad and funny?
Yeah. The thought sent a shiver down Lyra's spine. The owls weren't just contained within the glitter cloud. They were manipulating it, using it as a weapon, a source of power, their own twisted version of a bioweapon. Their goals were far more ambitious than simple predation. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah. The attacks began in earnest. The ship was buffeted by gusts of wind that seemed to have materialized from nothingness, the very fabric of space itself distorting around them. It's cheese, guys. just get a knife. The owls, their feathers sharp as obsidian blades, slammed against the hull, their terrifying shrieks echoing through the vessel. Lyra, her heart pounding a frantic rhythm against her ribs, scrambled to the controls, trying to stabilize the ship. Justin, armed with his sidearm, was stationed at the viewport, firing wildly. But his shots seemed to have a little effect on the creature's thick obsidian plumage. I'm just picturing him like rolling down the window of the ship and just like firing outside, all gangsta style.
Hey.
All right.
That's fine.
Yeah. Adega, her face a mask of grim determination, worked frantically with the data crystal, trying to decipher the chaotic signals, searching for a way to counter the owl's attack. The battle was a terrifying ballet of chaos and desperation. The ship creaked and groaned under the assault, metallic screams punctuating the owl's guttural cries. They were fighting not just for survival, but for the soul of the glitter cloud, for the memory of a lost civilization. They were trapped in a cosmic struggle, a fight against an ancient enemy that dwarfed their understanding of the universe. At least something's happening.
Yeah.
It's just kind of nonsense, but yeah.
It's just, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Justin's trying to kill everyone, which, I respect.
Yeah. But rolling down the window of the ship, firing at the owls is just funny.
I appreciate it.
He's at least trying.
He's doing something.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, he right now he exists, which is something more that Earl Grey can say.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. Owls hours blurred into a nightmarish eternity. The crew fought with a desperate courage, fueled by adrenaline and the knowledge that their actions might determine the fate of countless souls. They repelled attack after attack, the ship shuddering and swaying, its hull peppered with scratches and dents. Finally, exhaustion began to creep in. Lyra's eyes burned, her hands ached, and a wave of despair threatened to overwhelm her. Justin, his face streaked with grime and sweat, reloaded his sidearm with shaking hands. Adega, her face pale and drawn, slumped in her chair, her breathing ragged. Even Cammy, usually a whirlwind of energy, was subdued. His chirps weak and hesitant.
What?
I debated if I fixed that, but I decided to leave it.
It's fine.
Cammy's a boy squirrel now.
I
guess.
It's fine.
Yeah. I sincerely debated if I should fix that. But I don't want to take too much away from the AI's nonsense. And Cammy is very different now.
Yeah.
You might need to update the poster next week.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Just as they seemed to reach the point of collapse, a new development occurred. A flicker of light, a shimmering ripple in the data crystal's glow. Adega looked up, a flicker of hope in her eyes. She muttered something unintelligible. That's Earl's job.
No.
Okay. All right. She muttered something unintelligible, her fingers flying across the controls. With a final desperate surge, she activated a hidden system within the ship. A powerful energy weapon designed to disrupt the owl's control over the glitter cloud. Why not lead off with that attack?
Josh.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
They just had a weapon on board the ship this whole time.
I would hope so. I've said this 1,000 times, but I am constantly surprised about how people are against the the explorer ships in Star Trek having weapons. I'm like, do you honestly expect everything you encounter to be friendly?
Yeah, it's stupid.
I've every time, they're just like, well, we're not warships. I'm like, yeah, but I would at least carry something, because what if you encounter an asshole? It's a big galaxy, guys.
Yeah.
If you go back in history and you look at when humans were exploring their own world, do you think they didn't carry weapons?
Yeah.
Because they didn't.
It's just common sense.
You didn't know what they were going to encounter. They wanted to be prepared in case the worst case scenario happened. You don't need to load it up. It doesn't need to be a gunship, right? But you should at least have a few things. Shields, bare minimum. At least like photon torpedoes, yes, and some kind of laser. Something, right? You need to have at least 2 weapons that you can go back to at the very bare minimum. I would have a third one. Kind of we're in big trouble. Weapon, all right.
Keep in mind, it was only done once, but in the original series, they set the ship's phasers to stun and knocked out like a whole city block.
Oh yeah, you can also do that.
It's like what? Again, it was, to my knowledge, it was only done once.
I forgot about
Why
that.
not use that more?
If you can set it to stun, you can do that.
Yeah. Anyway,
it's something that that does bother me. It's like, well, they're exploring, they're peaceful. I was like, yeah, and they might not encounter someone who is. Again, like, you can't just assume. You can't. First of all, you're a military vessel, so the fact that just any argument of them, I know that you're exploring and you want to come as peaceful. You can, right? Just because someone has a gun strapped to their, waist doesn't mean that they could. It's there as a just in case, right? It's a deterrent. That is what.
Just in case does have the
Thank you. Exactly. Yeah. See, it's all logical. Yes. Just in case having the weapon is the logical choice here.
Yes. Rolling down the window and firing wildly is not really that logical, but
no. But when you're exploring and you're encountering new civilizations, people who you have no idea what their customs are, who they are, you don't know anything about. This is their introduction. It would be good to have that. Also, it would be good to have, weapons, just because you don't know what you might need, right?
Especially in Star Trek, when we've seen they can also use like the phaser to like heat up rocks for heat.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's like it's more than just that.
Exactly. I'm like, well, you can kill like an animal and eat it. You can use it to warm up rocks. You can use it to, set a trap. You can do all kinds of stuff with it, which is why you need it if you're going exploring. And any argument to not have weapons is, in my opinion, silly.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's a weapon. yes, it can be used to hurt, but it can also, like, you would want to have weapons like the stuff, like, you know, like the phaser, where it can be used for multiple different things: starting a fire, heating up rock, you know, setting a trap, you know, catching food. You know what I mean? Like, just, it has different settings so that you can do different things with it. Like, that's fine. You need those on the ship, which they do. So anyway, that's just a pet peeve. So anyway, continue. It's so exciting. I yawned.
Yeah, of course. The energy surged, a blinding wave of light that washed over the ship. The owls screeched in pain. Well, it's a good thing you can't hear them in space.
They silently screeched in pain.
Okay. Their forms dissolving into shimmering shadows as the energy disrupted their connection to the glitter cloud. Sure, okay. The attack ceased. Silence descended, broken only by the ship's ragged breaths and the distant mournful chirps of the subdued Cammy.
Wait. Hold on. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Are you telling me that cheese is alive?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm hoping that we're being super, we're having some big personification that we kind of miss.
Yeah.
Put in there.
Yeah. They had won, but at a cost. The battle had left them battered and exhausted, their hope intertwined with the fragile possibility of survival. The owls were weakened, but not defeated. You just said that you won.
Yeah, I feel like we just destroyed them because you said that. Okay.
Yeah. And the fate of the glitter cloud and the memories it held still hung in the balance. The confrontation was over, but the war was far from won. You literally 2 sentences ago said they had won, but it was at a cost. Whatever.
No, like, literally, I don't even know what battle.
Yeah.
Like, you did it. Like, Justin rolled down the window, okay, and fired off, and then the ship went kaboosh. And, which we probably, at the end, we should have started out with. The ship went to a boom! We actually remembered, we have a weapon! So, whoever's on tactical or operations, I need to have a word with you.
Yeah.
Like, immediately, because, where were you? Were you taking a bathroom break? Were you picking your nose? Did you decide now was the time for a nap? Like, where were you?
Union rules. He had to take his 15-minute break.
They're allotted 1 per hour. So they had to make sure it's, you know.
Right. The silence after the battle was deafening.
Because we're in space.
Yeah. The ship, a battered wreck, hung suspended in the iridescent chaos of the glitter cloud. The obsidian owls, though driven back, hadn't vanished.
They did.
You just literally...
They turned into shadow in the vacuum of space and went poof.
I remember I was considering deleting this paragraph, but it's like, but I don't want to take away from the idiocy of the AI.
True. You don't want to give it too much credit.
Yeah. Their presence lingered, a chilling undercurrent to the uneasy quiet. Lyra, leaning against the console, felt the exhaustion gnaw at her bones. Each breath was a struggle. Each muscle screamed in protest.
Okay, I have a bone to pick with Lyra. What the fuck have you been doing?
Apparently she piloted this ship, I guess, because Cammy's now a squirrel.
Yeah, Cammy's a squirrel. Oh, and Earl's over there playing the xylophone in the corner as a furry. Okay, that is perfect. So, that's great.
If I could turn back time.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, turn back time is great. Do you believe in life? I know it says 80s, but there's so many good 90s ones that would fit like
That's
perfectly. That believe in life after love is a funny one.
Yeah.
I see. Oh, there's another.
Wasn't that going to be one of the questions we were going to ask Arwen? What song we wanted her to be serenaded by?
Sadly.
musician.
Yes. Earl Grey is sadly singing while playing the xylophone in the corner in his fursuit. 80s power ballad, and we can't figure out which one because the 90s have so many better ones that would be funnier, and we couldn't think of one that was funny enough that would work. So we were going to go to the expert.
Yes.
There was one more. Oh, It's All Coming Back to Me Now by Celine Dion.
Oh, yeah. All right.
That one's particularly funny because he was regaining his memories.
Yes.
But you came up with one, and I can't remember what it was. But my brain is also playing that there was a commercial when I was very young of a CD that had all of these power ballads on it that would play.
Oh, like one of those, like, now that's what I call 80s or something like that.
No, it wasn't one of those. But it was like, call now at 1995 plus tax, and you'll receive a blah blah for free.
Yeah. With all your favorite hits.
Yes, and it's just it was on. And the song you said was on that, and I don't know why my brain remembered that. What a weird memory to have. Okay, just stored in there, ready to be plucked. Yes. So.
Justin, his face smeared with grime and blood, a mixture of his own and ... something else, something dark and viscous that clung to his arm like a second skin, slumped against the wall, his sidearm laying discarded at his feet. Adega, her usually vibrant eyes dulled with fatigue, meticulously. That's another word I'm getting tired of.
I would take meticulously at this point over iridescent.
Yes. Meticulously checked the ship's systems, her fingers moving with practiced efficiency despite her obvious exhaustion. Even Cammy, nestled in a makeshift nest of discarded wires and data pads, was unusually quiet. His usual playful chirps replaced by soft, almost inaudible whimpers.
So I have. So does Earl?
So Cammy has just a nest now.
And is okay. So wait, if Cammy and Earl together, does that make him Earl gay?
Maybe.
I'm excited. All right.
Yeah. The victory, if it could even be called that, felt hollow. They repelled the immediate assault, but the owls remained a threat, a silent, watchful menace lurking in the shadows of the glitter cloud. The fragile truce was built on exhaustion and a desperate hope, a thin thread stretched taut across an abyss of uncertainty. All right. Lyra ran a hand through her messy hair, the metallic tang of blood a stark reminder of the battle's brutality. She'd felt the impact of an owl's wing against the hull.
What?
What? She felt the impact of an owl's wing against the hull, a force so powerful it had thrown her against the console, leaving a searing pain in her side. But that was nothing compared to the weight pressing down on her now. The weight of responsibility, of choice, of the impending decision that would determine not only their survival, but the fate of countless lost souls trapped within the glitter cloud's iridescent prison.
Good.
Yeah. The data crystal, pulsing faintly in Adega's hand, held the key. It contained fragmented echoes of Earl Grey's civilization, whispers of a technology capable of manipulating the very fabric of the glitter cloud. A technology that could either save them or condemn them all. But accessing that technology, Adega had explained, meant tapping into the deepest, darkest recesses of the cloud's memory. A place where despair reigned supreme. A place where the owls found their sustenance.
Okay.
Sure. Okay.
Whatever. Yeah, that's fine.
The energy weapon, ... It disrupted their connection, Adega said, her voice raspy, breaking the silence. But it didn't destroy them. They're still here, feeding on the residual despair. Okay. And the longer we stay, the stronger they'll become. Earl Grey groaned, his voice thick with pain.
So, what do? We can't just leave. All those souls.
Lyra knew. She knew they couldn't leave. Why?
Also, say something.
Yeah. Has Lyra had a line?
No.
Okay.
This is her point of view now. It's weird. We've gone with Lyra's point of view.
But it's not first person.
No, it's third person, her point of view.
Right.
Like in Harry Potter.
Yeah. She knew they couldn't leave. She also knew that staying meant risking total annihilation. The owls were adaptable, learning. Oh my god, they're the Borg.
Okay. Nice.
The owls, the Boar owls. I don't know how to merge owls and Borg.
Hold on. Merging words generator. Okay, word combiner. Okay, enter one word. Borg. Enter word 2. Owl. Okay. Combine words. Oh god, the ads.
Yeah.
No. We're not. So we have bowl.
Yes, there we go. That's perfect.
That was the first one I came up with was bowl with 2 O's.
Yes. Yes. They are the bowl.
The bowl. The mighty bowl. The bowl that wants forks. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. The bowls were adaptable, learning from each encounter. Another attack, and they wouldn't be so lucky. The solution, brutally clear, lay within the data crystal. Then it's hidden! All right. Adega had discovered a hidden protocol, a self-destruct sequence designed to obliterate the glitter cloud entirely, purging it of the owls and the trapped memories alike. It was a nuclear option, a final, desperate act of destruction. The problem wasn't the technology itself. It was the ethical ramifications. Yeah?
I mean...
Earl Grey's civilization, his people were trapped inside, their memories and their essence woven into the fabric of the glitter cloud. To destroy the cloud was to obliterate them, to erase them from existence, leaving nothing but dust and a profound emptiness. Lyra felt the weight of that choice, the crushing responsibility of deciding the fate of an entire civilization. We won't actually hear her thoughts on it, but...
No, it's fine.
Yeah. Her personal ambition to uncover the secrets of the glitter cloud. Her ambition has changed multiple times throughout this book.
Yeah.
To uncover the secrets of the glitter cloud, to understand its origins and its purpose, paled in comparison to the sheer magnitude of this decision. She had dreamt of glory, of recognition, of making her mark on the galaxy. Now that ambition felt trivial, inconsequential. She looked at Justin, his face pale but resolute, his eyes reflecting the flickering light of the data crystal. She looked at Adega, her face etched with exhaustion and worry, yet her expression unwavering in the determination to protect the ship, to protect them all. She thought of the countless souls trapped within the glitter cloud, their hopes and dreams, their loves and losses, their very essence trapped within the iridescent shell. So she's not like, she doesn't look at Earl Grey, whose civilization this is, apparently.
No.
Okay. Just checking.
Why would she?
Yeah. This wasn't about her anymore. This was about them. This is about choosing between a terrible loss and an even greater catastrophe. This was about sacrifice.
Sure.
And Lyra finally has a line.
Oh my goodness, hold on. Adega.
Lyra's voice was low, almost inaudible, but her command was clear.
Okay, I'm gonna read this how I just read this in my brain because it's funnier. Prepare thyself for destruction sequence.
That is funnier.
I read prepare thyself and then I read the rest of it. I was like, oh, that's wrong. Oh, well, we'll just do it that way.
Yeah, so a wave of shock rippled through Justin's face.
I mean, yeah. What the fuck?
He opened his mouth to protest, but the words died in his throat, choked by the enormity of Lyra's decision. Even Cammy, sensing the gravity of the situation, let out a long, mournful chirp.
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, it seems awfully drastic there, lady. Adega's fingers moved swiftly across the console. The air crackled with a surge of energy, the ship trembling under the strain. A countdown appeared on the screen, each ticking second a hammer blow to Lyra's heart. "Are you sure?" Justin whispered, his voice barely audible above the hum of the ship's systems. Lyra met his gaze. His eyes filled with a profound sadness, but her resolve unshakable.
There's no other choice,
She said. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Weren't you doing a Shatner voice with Lyra?
There's no other choice.
That's much better.
I forgot. God, thank you for making me be accurate. Thank you.
We got to be true to Lyra's character.
Yeah, that is accurate. Yep.
Adega! You finally found us!
You asshole. How are you doing, bud? Guess what?
You're in the story.
Do you see this person right here, Adega? Guess what? Guess what? That's you. That's you. You're in the story and it thought you were a chick. So we made you hot and now you're in here. So, congrats.
Yep.
You are now a hot chick. Hey, we made you hot, okay? I think that at least gives us some credit, right?
Exactly. Yeah. It's been too long. I'm so glad you finally found the story where you're in it. All right. Okay, where the hell were we? Start from your line again, I guess.
Okay. Evil. Thank you. I like how he goes back to saying hi to everyone nicely, then tells us we're evils.
Yeah. That's fair. I think that's fair.
Oh, yeah. Sure. There's no other choice.
She said.
We can't let them spread. We can't risk unleashing their despair upon the galaxy.
Oh, Adega, you've been in here since chapter 1. This is chapter 3.
So instead of Josh putting himself in there like we asked him to, he decided you needed to be in here. So,
well, both you and Arwen requested Adega be in it, and I will add myself because I know there is another character in the next chapter, and I'll make myself that character. So I will add myself as requested.
No, you've been here since the beginning. You are the doctor. Shocking, I know.
Even though you're acting way more like Spock.
Yeah, so somehow you've become a Bone Spock combo. I'm sure fanfic writers out there are very excited. And
yes.
The just in case who is supposed to be Spock is acting more like Decker.
Actually acting more like Worf.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Like, we must fight them.
Well, yes.
But he's telepathic. Attitude. But he's telepathic, too.
He's telepathic. It's weird. Like, they've completely, like, blended all the personalities of the normal, like, TOS crew and just kind of, or the motion picture, like, bridge crew, and just, like, started throwing them out. So everyone has, like, this weird mixed personality of the characters. And it's gotten worse as time's gone on. So in chapter 1, it was a lot more like you could tell who was who. And then by chapter 3, we've blended.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. The countdown continued, each number a step closer to oblivion, to a decision that would alter the course of history. A choice that would etch her name not only in the annals of glory, but in the heart of sacrifice. The weight of it was immense, crushing, but she stood firm, accepting the burden of a heavy heart but a resolute spirit. The decision was made. The sacrifice had been offered. Now only the consequence remained. The final moments ticked by, each one a testament to the choice made. A life offered for the sake of a galaxy yet to know its salvation. The annihilation of the glitter cloud, the erasure of an ancient civilization, the eradication of a malevolent plague, all hinged on this final terrible act. A sacrifice offered on the altar of survival. The countdown reached 0, and then silence. A different kind of silence this time. A silence devoid of the owl's haunting cries. A silence that felt both devastating and strangely mercifully peaceful. The glitter cloud was gone. Their battle, won at a devastating cost, was over. The silence following the annihilation of the glitter cloud pressed down on them. I mean, you would think that'd be like the end of the book, but no.
No, like for real, they keep ending the chapter and then starting it. So.
The silence following the annihilation of the glitter cloud pressed down on them. They were on a ship that self-destructed, but okay. Heavy and suffocating. Lyra, her body trembling with the aftershocks of the self-destruct sequence. Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Felt a strange emptiness where a moment before there had been a terrifying intensity. The ship, miraculously intact. I AI, do you understand what the word self-destruct means?
Yeah, I'm worried it doesn't.
Yeah. Drifted in the void where the iridescent chaos once reigned. The obsidian owls were gone, their chilling presence erased from reality. But the victory felt less like triumph and more like a profound loss. Sure, okay. Justin, still leaning against the wall, stirred. The dark, vicious substance. There we go. Isn't that it? That is vicious, isn't it? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The dark, vicious substance clinging to his arm pulsed faintly. A subtle rhythm echoing the throbbing pain in his side. He hadn't spoken since Lyra gave the order, but now his eyes, wide and haunted, fixed on the empty space where the glitter cloud once hung. He wasn't merely observing the void. He seemed to feel it. A tremor ran through him, a subtle shift in his aura that Lyra, despite her exhaustion, couldn't ignore. Sure, okay.
That's fine.
Yeah. Adega. Hey, Adega, how you doing? Her face, pale but composed, approached him cautiously. Justin? She asked, her voice soft, laced with concern. Placed a hand on his arm, her touch gentle, and the dark substance recoiled slightly from her touch. What?
I don't know.
Justin didn't respond verbally, because nobody does in this story.
Because why would he?
Justin didn't respond verbally, but the tremor intensified, his body subtly vibrating with an unseen energy. Then it happened. A faint shimmering light emanated from the vicious substance on his arm, growing brighter, expanding until it formed a hazy, iridescent sphere around him. I'm getting so tired of that word. Within this sphere, images flickered. Fragments of scenes, fleeting glimpses of a lost world. Lyra gasped. It was as if the glitter cloud itself was manifesting through Justin.
Oh, hold on. Justin has gained a firearm and is now sparkly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very important.
It is.
Considering I can't even do a blown up ship now because the ship's so I just have Cammy's gone full squirrel and has a nest, and Justin has gained a firearm, is now sparkly. That's all I have. Because they keep on doing what they've been doing.
I know. The images within the sphere began to coalesce, forming a clearer picture. Lyra saw lush, verdant landscapes, towering crystal structures, and beings of ethereal beauty. They all look like Justin.
They all look like Justin, I agree.
Yeah.
Yep. I say red ahead. I'm sorry.
Huh?
I just I accidentally ran ahead, and I'm very excited because I love the idea of thinking about what we've done after it's been done, when you could have thought about it before you did it.
Yeah.
That made me laugh. Sorry, that was just really funny to me.
All right. beings of ethereal beauty, the people of Earl Grey's civilization. She saw them laughing, loving, living their lives vibrant and full before the shadow of the obsidian owls fell upon them. She saw their despair, their slow, agonizing descent into the suffocating grip of the glitter cloud. It keeps changing what the glitter cloud is.
I like my interpretation, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then.
My goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yes. Hey, Daryl.
Thank you. Hi, Daryl. There we go.
And then she saw something else. A connection, a thread of energy linking Justin to these images, to these lost souls. A voice, soft yet powerful, resonated from the sphere. Hey, y'all!
Oh, what? Okay, shut up.
That was not there. I added that.
Okay, I was like, did I skip something? I thought I was on the right paragraph. Okay.
No.
Okay, all right.
A voice, soft yet powerful, resonated from the sphere, not in any language Lyra understood, but in a way that transcended language. Well, then she can understand it.
Yeah.
All right. It was a symphony of emotions, sorrow, regret, acceptance, and a deep, resonant love. It was the voice of the glitter cloud, but filtered through Justin, translated into something she could almost comprehend. It was the collective memory, the essence of an entire civilization channeled through one man. Not channeled through the man whose civilization this actually is, mind you.
Yes.
That would make sense.
It would make sense.
Yeah. Justin's eyes closed, his body seemingly overtaken by the energy surging within him. He was not merely observing the past. He was experiencing it, living it, feeling the weight of 1,000 lost lives. That sounds like torture.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Adago watched, her eyes wide with wonder and fear, her hand never leaving Justin's arm. Lyra felt a pang of guilt, a sharp stab of regret for her hasty decision. She had destroyed the glitter cloud, yes, but at what cost? She had destroyed something irreplaceable, something far more precious than she'd ever realized. Oh, had she destroyed something irreplaceable, something far more precious than she ever realized? It was a question.
Oh, very important, yeah.
I had to fix that.
Of course.
The images shifted again. This time, they showed a young man, strikingly familiar to Justin, laughing with a woman of breathtaking beauty. The scene was filled with joy, a stark contrast to the despair that had followed. As Lyra watched, a name somehow imprinted on her mind, echoing in her thoughts.
Oh, I just want to state for the record.
Yeah?
That I was laughing at had she destroyed something irreplaceable, something far more precious than she'd ever realized, because that's really funny. That's just one of those things like, well, then maybe we should have thought about that.
Yeah, like for a second.
Yes. Oh my god. I like dialogue.
Yeah.
Miss dialogue.
Okay. Lyra watched. A name somehow imprinted on her mind, echoed in her thoughts.
Arwen.
The woman's name, a connection clicked in place. A missing piece of the puzzle.
Damn it, woman! Why'd you have to get a headache?
I had to make sure she was back.
Hell yeah. That makes me very happy.
Yes. It did not. It being Arwen was not. That was an edit I did. It just gave me some random ass woman's name.
No, it's way funnier if you do.
And it's like no. This is Arwen.
Oh yes.
All right. The voice from the sphere intensified. the sorrow laced with a profound longing. It spoke of love, of a love lost, of a love shattered by the encroaching darkness. The young man, Justin's ancestor, undoubtedly, what? Was desperate to save his beloved, to shield her from the growing despair. But his efforts were in vain. He was trapped, she was lost, and the love became a mournful echo within the growing gloom of the glitter cloud.
Okay, what?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right.
The story's perfect.
The story is actually perfect. You're right about that.
Yeah. The images dissolve, leaving Justin still encircled by the fading iridescent sphere. God, I'm so tired of that word. The vibrant energy began to subside, leaving him pale, exhausted, but strangely, ... at peace. He opened his eyes, his gaze distant, unfocused. He looked at Lyra, a flicker of recognition in his eyes, and then he spoke, his voice barely a whisper. Arwen, ... She was trapped, ... within, ... His voice trailed off, his memories fragmented, his recollections blurred by the immense weight of the past. Yet, even in his confusion, he sensed the profound connection. The link forged across millennia by a love that transcended time and space.
Okay, so we've suddenly become a Doctor Who plot. All right, I got you.
Okay, yeah. Maybe that's what the ship blew up into. It now looks like the TARDIS made of cheese.
I'm okay with that. Oh, guess what? Do you know what it is, Josh? Do you know what kind of cheese it is? It's blue cheese.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. I wish Doctor Who was still good.
I have to think that it doesn't exist anymore because
My head canon is the 12th Doctor died, and that's it.
Yep.
I mean, he was fighting off regeneration, so I was fine with that being the canon. It's like, you know what? I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Lyra approached him slowly, her heart heavy with remorse. She hadn't intended to destroy Arwen. Lyra, how could you?
Oh no, I destroyed Arwen. Oh shit. Oopsie poopsie. Whoopsie daisy.
Oh shit, y'all!
Oops.
She hadn't intended to destroy Arwen.
Sorry.
To erase her from existence.
Really sorry.
She had only sought to save the galaxy from the obsidian owls. A noble if misguided goal.
I didn't understand, you know.
I mean, they're trying to bring despair to the galaxy.
Yeah.
Now she faced the consequences of her actions, the terrible weight of an irreversible decision. Oh, you mean like blowing up the ship, but the ship being fine?
I blew up the first ship, and then it was immediately replaced.
Yeah.
We have good roadside assistance here.
You have OnStar.
Yeah.
Adega reached for the medical kit, her face etched with worry. Justin needed help. What? Both physically and emotionally. The trauma of accessing the Glitter Cloud's memories immense. The toll on his body and mind devastating. That
was an incoherent sentence.
Okay. Okay.
Right? Like that was super incoherent.
Yeah. I'm going to read that again.
Yes, because, yeah.
Justin needed help, both physically and emotionally. The trauma of accessing the Glitter Cloud's memories immense. The toll on his body and mind devastating.
Okay, so we could have split that into two sentences. Justin
Yeah.
needed help, both physically and emotionally, period. Yeah. Then the trauma of accessing the Glitter Cloud's memories, comma, intense, period. The toll on his body and mind, comma, devastating, period.
And it would be better if it was left a toll on his body that was devastating, and his body and mind or something like that. You know, it left a toll on his body and mind that was devastating.
Well, it would have actually, hold on. All right, so
the trauma. Yeah, okay.
It would have been better. Maybe the sentence, like to emphasize it, you could do each sentence was like a paragraph in and of itself. But then we'd have to restructure a few of the previous things in order for that to work. So
yeah,
whatever, I guess.
Yeah. But even as Adega tended to his wounds, the air remained heavy with the unspoken questions, the unanswerable what ifs. The destruction of the Glitter Cloud felt less like a victory and more like a tragedy. The owls were gone, their threat neutralized, but at the cost of an ancient civilization. You knew that. You knew that was the cost.
Yes, you knew that going in, and you were like, fuck it. And you basically shedded the cheese wedge's first skin. It molted, I guess.
Spaceship just like molting like a snake.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It just molted. It's like, okay, it's fine.
This ship just finds an asteroid, rubs up against it, and then just peels out of the old skin. That's how the ships grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they get bigger.
Yeah. Everyone knows this.
I thought everybody knew this.
Their threat neutralized, but at the cost of an ancient civilization, a lost love, and a deep, aching sadness that permeated the very fabric of their reality. Okay, calm your tits.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah. Because it wouldn't just be them. It would be like all the people of that ancient civilization, not just the one vision you saw.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Lyra knew that the burden of their decision would follow them, a constant reminder of the price of survival, the terrible cost of sacrifice. But your sacrifice was these innocent people to save yourselves. I don't know. It's not a sacrifice if you're having someone else do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The galaxy might be safe, but their souls remained scarred, bearing the weight of a forgotten love story, a story whispered through the echoes of a vanished world. The immediate aftermath involved a meticulous examination of the data fragments salvaged from the Glitter Cloud's remnants. Sure, okay. Adega, with her exceptional technical skills, managed to extract more coherent information, glimpses into Earl Grey's society. Their advanced technology, their artistic achievements, their philosophies, and their intricate social structures, like combining blacksmithing with bakery.
Yeah,
that's very, very intricate. That's very advanced and intricate social structure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. Yeah,
it is.
Think about it, you know.
Yeah.
We should do something like this.
Yeah. Do you need new horseshoes or do you need a loaf of bread? I can do both.
Right.
Yeah. The loss was palpable. Not just a technological setback, but the erasure of a unique civilization. They had unwittingly destroyed a library of knowledge, a tapestry of culture and art. Justin, as he recovered, became a repository of this lost knowledge. Oh, problem solved.
Yeah.
All right. His connection to the glitter cloud wasn't severed. It was merely muted. Fleeting images, sensations, and emotional echoes still surfaced in his mind, giving him glimpses into their lives, their struggles, and their eventual tragic fate. He could recall specific details, technical specification of Earl Grey's energy weapons, passages of poetry composed by Arwen.
Hey, I want to read Arwen's poetry.
I would love to. Ode to Fox!
Hell yes. Aren't you excited?
I would absolutely love to read Arwen's poetry. Arwen, why aren't you here?
Damn it, I'm so sad.
Passages of poetry composed by Arwen, even the aromas of their exotic flora, all captured in the intricate network of his memories, a testament to his unique connection. Daryl, why are you snapping your fingers?
Yeah, what do you mean? You're being rude, Daryl.
Yeah. The ship, the Stardust Drifter, it's not the Cheese Wedge anymore. It totally forgot the name of the ship.
No, it is the Cheese Wedge. Damn it.
Maybe it's like a Pokemon. So like the Cheese Wedge was like its first form, and then it like grew into its second form.
Oh, because it melted.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. So like this ship is like queso.
Obviously.
Yes. Because if there's one thing the AI I know loved was making the Enterprise out of cheese, making the Enterprise out of queso is going to be even better.
Oh yeah, that definitely didn't take me way too long. Way too long.
I'm sure the AI loved that.
It was very happy with it.
All right. The ship, the Stardust Drifter, a.k.a. the Cheese Wedge, we'll just go with that, shuddered, its hull groaning under an unseen pressure. Well, it's in space, so the pressure would be coming from inside the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like there's literally no pressure outside the ship, out in space.
Correct.
Yes. They had pierced the outer layers of the glitter cloud, navigating a maelstrom of iridescent energy. It's suddenly back now. Dodging rogue bolts of light that crackled with an almost sentient fury. The swirling colors had intensified, becoming almost blindingly bright. The air thick with a strange, sweet scent that prickled Lyra's nose and made her head swim. Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? This all makes very logical sense.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. This is ... different, Adega murmured. Oh, I'm sorry. This is ... different. That better?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Adega murmured, her voice barely audible above the ship's groaning. Her usually calm demeanor was replaced with a nervous energy, her fingers flying across the console, monitoring a dozen different readings that were fluctuating wildly. The any energy signature, ... It's ... organic. It didn't say that she wasn't, she stopped murmuring, so I had to continue.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Lyra gripped the armrests of her pilot's chair, her knuckles white. The ship's AI, usually a helpful, albeit somewhat sarcastic companion. Oh, right!
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, of course.
You know
that? Yeah. Was silent, its processing power overwhelmed by the chaotic energy field surrounding them. So just never mind. Even Cammy, usually a bundle of incessant chirping. I automatically
I love that you said iridescent. That's so funny.
Even Cammy, usually a bundle of incessant chirping, huddled silently on Justin's shoulder, his tiny feathers ruffled.
Josh.
What?
I'm confused.
It's a flying squirrel.
That was a good joke. That was a good joke. That was a solid joke. I'd give you a high five if I could. That was a good joke.
Yeah.
Now you want queso and Arwen's portrait. That is correct.
I have queso and chips here with me right now.
You are so rude.
But because I'm the narrator, I haven't been able to eat anything. So I'm gonna have to reheat my queso.
Oh no.
I know. The ship lurched violently, throwing them against the restraints. A piercing shriek, high-pitched and agonizing, echoed through the cockpit. A sound that seemed to burrow into their very bones. Lyra fought to regain control, her eyes darting between the console readings and the swirling chaos outside. What was that? Justin asked, his voice strained, a hint of fear creeping into his usually calm tone. The iridescent sphere. God. I'm sorry. The incessant sphere.
The incestuous sphere.
The iridescent sphere that had surrounded him earlier had vanished, but the lingering effects were still apparent. A faint luminescence still clung to his skin, and his eyes held a haunted look. Well, that's why he's wearing shades, so you can't see them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh my God, Lyra finally has lines.
Yeah, here we go. I don't know,
Lyra admitted, her voice tight with anxiety.
But it sounds like pay.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
As they pressed deeper, the swirling colors gave way to a heart of darkness. It was a void, a black hole of nothingness at the center of the shimmering chaos. But it wasn't empty. You just said it was nothingness! All right. But it wasn't empty. Within the void, shapes began to form, dark silhouettes twisting and writhing, as if struggling against some unseen force. Those are ... the obsidian owls, Adega whispered, her voice barely a breath. But ... they're different. They're ... trapped. The owls, usually sleek and menacing, were contorted, their forms fragmented, their obsidian feathers frayed and tattered. They thrashed within the void, their movements erratic and desperate. Their usual chilling intelligence seemed seemingly replaced by primal agony. Oh my God.
Damn. Trapped.
Lyra questioned, her eyes wide.
By what? It's hard to do when there's so little words.
That's fair. Yeah. The answer came in a form of a vast, pulsating entity at the very center of the void. It was a being of pure energy, a colossal heart of shimmering darkness that throbbed with a horrifying rhythm. Tendrils of dark energy snaked out from it, binding the obsidian owls, holding them captive within the void. The being pulsed again, sending a wave of energy that rocked the Stardust Drifter, the cheese wedge.
The cheese wedge is a better name.
Yeah, well, you know what? I will do a replacement and I will edit that. I wanted it recorded that it forgot the name of the ship, but I'm going to change it back.
Yes.
The cheese wedge was much funnier. All right. The being pulsed again, sending a wave of energy that rocked the cheese wedge to its core. Lyra struggled to maintain control, her hands slick with sweat. Ew. The ship's shields flared, straining against the onslaught. It's ... feeding on them, Justin said, his voice barely a whisper. He pointed towards the heart of darkness, his eyes wide with horror.
I mean...
Yeah, okay. It's absorbing their essence, their power, ... their very being. The horrifying truth dawned on them. The glitter cloud wasn't merely a byproduct of the obsidian owls. It was a parasite. Well, it's changing what the glitter cloud was again.
Oh, but of course it was. Yeah. I like, okay, it went from being like, oh, it's this land of memories and whatnot, and yeah.
Yeah. It keeps changing what the hell it is.
Yes.
It was a parasite, a living entity that thrived on their energy. So is the ancient civilization that's within the glitter cloud, is that part of that, or are they all evil, or what is happening?
I don't know.
Yeah. A living entity that thrived on their energy, feeding on their essence, slowly consuming them and twisting their form. The beautiful iridescent display. Oh, yeah. The beautiful display of beings being devoured. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. The beautiful iridescent display was nothing more than a deceptive veil hiding a horrifying truth. The owls hadn't created the glitter cloud. It had enslaved them. What?
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 Okay.
I thought they were feeding off the glitter cloud. All right.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah. Lyra felt a wave of nausea wave over her. She had destroyed the glitter cloud, believing she was saving the galaxy. But she inadvertently condemned the obsidian owls to a far worse fate. What?
That's funny.
Now she cares about the owls that were attacking the ship. Had she sentenced them to a slow, agonizing death at the hands of this parasitic entity? The ship shuddered violently again, the shields flickering dangerously. They were nearing the heart of the entity, feeling the full force of its power. We have to get out of here, Adega yelled, her voice strained. This thing, ... It's too powerful. Lyra fought to regain control, maneuvering the cheese wedge through the chaotic energy field. They were caught in a desperate race against time, against the crushing power of the entity, against the horrifying realization of what they had done. The escape was harrowing, a chaotic display of near misses and desperate maneuvers. They barely escaped the grasp of the entity. The cheese wedge sustaining significant damage. Its shields failing completely.
Well, I guess we gotta blow it up again. Round 2, guys. Hold on.
Yeah. Now, they emerged from the glitter cloud, which was destroyed, but it's back now, battered but alive, leaving behind the horrifying spectacle of the obsidian owl's agonizing demise. Well, bye! The cheese wedge, battered and bruised, limped through the desolate expanse of space. The vibrant, swirling chaos of the glitter cloud was a distant memory, replaced by the cold, stark reality of the void. Silence, thick and heavy, hung in the cockpit, broken only by the rhythmic hum of the ship's failing engines. The crew, usually a vibrant tapestry of personalities, oh yeah, sure, were subdued, each grappling with the weight of their recent discovery and the horrifying spectacle they had witnessed. Lyra stared blankly out at the star-dusted canvas. What? Oh, okay. So she's looking. Okay, I get it.
Okay.
Lyra stared blankly out at the star-dusted canvas. The image of the tortured obsidian owl seared into her memory. The guilt gnawed at her, a constant throbbing ache in her chest. It was the cheese.
Hell yeah, it was a cheese.
Yeah. She had believed she was saving the galaxy, but the reality was far more complex, far more devastating. She had destroyed a beautiful, terrifying illusion, revealing a parasitic entity that fed on the life force of sentient beings. You mean like what the owls were doing before? I'm so lost.
Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just kind of been smiling and waving and laughing. I have literally no clue. I'm so confused right now. Like, I genuinely have no idea what's going on. Okay, we exploded, we didn't. The cloud is fine, and it contained an ancient. It was both trapping the owls, but it was also holding memories in a fucking civilization. But now it's evil, and the owls were actually innocent, even though they were like the most evil things who ever evil. And now the sparkling pink.
I'm sorry. You mean the bulls?
I'm sorry, the bulls are evil, not evil, and now this. It's oh my god! Who wrote this?
Yes. Had she truly saved the galaxy?
No.
Or had she simply traded one horror for another? That seems like the most accurate thing.
That seems to have been what happened, yeah. Genuinely, I have no idea. I have no notes. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Adega, a picture of serene composure, sat hunched over the console, her face pale and drawn.
And confused.
Her fingers moved mechanically, running diagnostics on the damaged ship. But her eyes held a haunted emptiness that spoke volumes of the horrors she had witnessed. The usually vibrant colors of her traditional clothing seemed muted. All right.
Oh, well, that's a good thing to know when we're over halfway done with the book.
Yeah. Dulled by the weight of their experience, she muttered to herself, a low, almost inaudible stream of technical jargon laced with occasional whispers of doubt and disbelief. Justin, his skin still faintly glowing with the remnants of the entity's energy, sat silently beside Cammy, the tiny creature trembling in his grasp. It's just full-on squirrel. The usually jovial Justin. What?
No.
The usually jovial Justin was withdrawn, his usually bright eyes clouded with a profound sadness. The experience had stripped away his usual carefree demeanor, leaving behind a quiet solemnity that had both unsettling and that was both unsettling and heartbreaking. The luminescence clinging to his skin was a chilling reminder of the entity's presence, a mark of a near fatal encounter that had changed him forever.
How? I mean, I guess I'd be permanently changed if I was on this shit, because I have no idea what's going on. I feel like I'm watching Rings of Power. And I live in Numenor.
Then Earl Grey heard a familiar voice. "Save them," it said. Arwen, I so wish you were here.
Oh, God damn it. I'm so upset.
He looked around the bridge and nobody had said anything. "Save my owls," it said. Earl Grey spoke, his voice a low rumble that cut through the suffocating silence. He looked at each of them in turn, his eyes filled with a strange mixture of sorrow, determination, and a fierce, unwavering resolve. Earl.
I have to get in character, okay?
All
right,
that's fair.
Very important. All
yes.
right. Wait, didn't this guy... We ran.
No, that's the wrong line.
What? I scrolled down too low. What?
No.
I did? What?
You missed the first part.
Oh my God! And there's too many he's now. Okay.
We're two paragraphs above where you are.
Sorry, I saw Earl Grey and I read, okay, because, I didn't know if that was Cammy.
Cammy has literally no dialogue in this chapter.
You don't know that. She's chirping. He's chirping. You don't know. That could have been Cammy. Okay, you don't know.
All right.
Fine.
He looked at them in turn, his eyes filled with a strange mixture of sorrow, determination, and a fierce, unwavering resolve. He said, his voice resonating with a quiet strength that belied the exhaustion etched into his face.
Sure, that's what it sounded like.
Yeah. His usually impeccable attire was rumpled. His silver hair disheveled.
All right. A third line that I've written in the notes are now I have nothing else because I don't know what the fuck's going on.
You didn't write down the ship exploding or anything?
Well, the ship exploded. But didn't. Lol. There we go. That could be a note.
That's fair. All right. His usually impeccable attire was rumpled, his silver hair disheveled, but his gaze remained unwavering.
There's something we can do. I'm sorry. There's still something we can do.
Lyra looked at him, her heart pounding in her chest.
Earl, we can't. That's entity. ... It's too powerful. We barely escaped with our lives.
Earl Grey shook his head, his expression resolute.
We didn't escape. We ran, and leaving those owls to their fate. I guess death was their fate. That's not. I'm sorry. ... That's not something I can live with. I can't live with their death.
He paused, taking a deep breath. He looked out into the blackness of space, his eyes reflecting the distant starlight.
There's a chance, a slim chance, but a chance nonetheless. I'm a professional. I can merge with the glitter cloud. I can become a part of it, disrupt its energy flow, and hashtag free the owls. Saying that with a straight face. Ray, what a hell of a time for you to come in, Ray. What a hell of a fucking time.
Sure, this is a perfectly coherent story for you, Ray.
Oh, yeah. It's not like we've read all of this is the third book, and we're confused. I'm fucking confused. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. A stunned silence followed his words. The audacity of his proposal, the sheer selflessness of his plan took their...
Dumb. It's fucking dumb. So dumb because the owls are all dead. Just wants to come in. He just wants to get out of the books, and we keep bringing him back.
The sheer selflessness of his plan took their breath away. The suggestion was madness, a suicide mission of the highest order.
At least the book acknowledges it. Okay.
Hey, Snorty!
Earl Grey is contemplating offing himself for dead owls. Continue. Dead space Borg owls known as bulls. It's fine.
Yeah.
They lived in a sparkly pink space cloud. This started out in a forest.
This started out with Arwen eating cheese outside a blacksmith shop
while her car was getting fixed. That's what this started.
It's a natural conclusion.
It's a natural progression.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Lyra.
Earl, no. Sorry, I was doing my Kal-El no. Kal-El no. Kal-El no.
Lyra exclaimed, her voice laced with desperation.
You can't do that. It's suicide. The owls are dead, Earl. Move on. It's just the idea. You can hear the heroic music in the background, and Earl's just very determined, and he's just
Wasn't this like the end of season 2 of Discovery, where they're like making her a heroic sacrifice, even though the threat was neutralized and they don't need to make it anymore?
It's that, yeah. We're just doing that. You're just like, Earl, the cloud. You're sacrificing yourself for dead owls. I hope you're aware. The owls are gone. Yeah, we kind of fucked that up. I don't know how we could have fucked that up because...
And why we care suddenly.
Quite frankly, who gives a shit? Okay, but no, for real though, the cloud is evil, and maybe we should focus on that. Instead, you want to bring back the owls that lived in it? I don't know what I'm doing. What are we doing? Earl, you can't leave the story. I know you want to leave. I know you are fucking done. We've been doing this for months. And they've now turned you into a furry that plays a xylophone. I know, it's a kind of a tragedy what they've done with their character, considering you had magic powers and were cooking bread like 2 books ago. All right, you're living your best hippie life. Okay. Now you're on this bullshit. I understand you can't leave. You can't leave. You're the main character. You can't leave. Oh, so Ray, I shit you not. all of a sudden, out of nowhere, last chapter, they made Earl Grey.
Who's the guy in the who's the guy in the middle?
Earl Grey is this guy. So they made this guy out of fucking nowhere a silver-furred cat creature that like stood up. Basically, they made him a furry. Okay, they made him a furry, and they had him playing an instrument in a corner while singing an 80s power ballad. I shit you not, that happened on a starship, by the way. And we decided he was playing the xylophone.
A starship made of cheese.
A starship made of cheese that was encountering evil black owls that lived in a sparkly pink space cloud.
This has been a journey, Ray.
I don't think I could have made this up. I don't think I could have invented this as a plot. So I give the AI credit. This is creative as fuck.
Maybe some gummies will help. That's fair.
Yeah. You know. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Adega nodded, her voice trembling. Oh yeah, and Adega's a chick.
Yeah, they made Adega a chick. Yeah.
Adega nodded, her voice trembling. It's too dangerous. The entity's power, ... Justin, however, merely nodded slowly, his eyes filled with an understanding that mirrored Lyra's. Own growing acceptance of the inevitable. Cammy chirped sadly.
That's
as
his
if
girlfriend, by the way.
Yeah. As if agreeing with his friend's unspoken words. The ones that he said? A strange calm settled over them, as if they had all found a strange peace in the face of utter despair. There was an unspoken understanding between them, a shared acknowledgement of the depths of Earl Grey's sacrifice and the acceptance of its necessity. Earl Grey looked at them, a soft smile playing on his lips. This is your big moment, Earl. I'm expecting it.
I know.
Bring it. Make me feel.
I know, I'm trying. I've lived a long life, friends. I've seen wonders and horrors beyond your imagination. But this is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. For the bulls, for the galaxy, and for all of you. Yeah. Yas. Yas, Queen.
He raised a hand, stopping their protest before they could form.
I have my hand raised, you can't tell. Don't waste your time arguing. This is my decision. This is my #truth. Alright? I know the risks. I know the consequences. Even though there's no way I could have. But I know that knowing nothing is not an option. Yeah.
He activated a device on his wrist. A small, intricate piece of technology humming with a barely contained energy. He just has this.
Yeah.
The device glowed with a soft, ethereal light as it interacted with the ship's systems and the residual energy patterns from the glitter cloud still clinging to the ship's hull. He closed his eyes, his face serene, his expression an odd mix of contentment and grim determination. The glitter cloud formed beside him. It was Arwen Avalon, his true love. She looked at him with pure love and admiration, a testament to their strengthening bond, in her crimson-stained emerald dress.
Did you fucking add all of this?
I added like the second part of it.
Okay.
It mentioned originally. It mentioned that the glitter cloud formed beside him. I'm the one that said it formed as Arwen Avalon and added the testament to the strengthening bond.
Beautiful.
And of course, had to mention the crimson stained dress.
But of course, obviously.
Yeah. Thank you, my love. They embrace and kiss as they get coated by glitter.
Coated?
As they get coated by glitter. And yes, I completely added that because
you added the kiss. Added a kiss. They kissed. Oh my god!
I was not going to let them show up again and not get us the damn kiss.
Yeah! Don't stop, please.
The process was slow, agonizing. The air in the cockpit crackled with energy. It's just a cockpit.
Yeah, just your average everyday cockpit. It's fine.
Yeah.
History has been made. Yes! Thank you. Yeah. Woo!
Exactly. Yeah.
Dude, they got married and divorced before they kissed.
Seriously. Right? That's not a joke. They spent 2 entire books not showing any affection towards each other. They talked about how much they loved each other, but that's it.
Yep.
The air in the cockpit crackled with energy. The ship shuddered violently. Lyra, Adega, and Justin clung to their seats, bracing themselves against the overwhelming force that threatened to rip the ship apart. Cammy huddled close to Justin, emitting tiny, frightened chirps. They watched, helpless, as Earl Grey and Arwen's bodies began to glow, their forms shimmering, their outlines blurring as they began to merge with the residual energy, weaving himself into the fabric of the glitter cloud, becoming one with the entity. A living sacrifice against a force beyond their comprehension. The light intensified, blindingly bright, then faded to a soft, gentle luminescence. The energy in the cockpit subsided, leaving behind an eerie quietude. That's a word.
Quietude? Yeah! Oh, no! Guys, what's going on? Oh, memes. I don't even know where to start.
Leaving behind an eerie quietude, even more profound than before. The silence was the aftermath of an explosion of power that had been fought and won, but at a terrible cost. When the light finally subsided, Earl Grey was gone. Only a faintest shimmer of an iridescent energy remained, a testament to his sacrifice. His absence created an emptiness in the room, a void that could never be filled. The silence felt heavier now, heavier than with the weight of their sorrow, the gravity of their loss.
Do you feel anything?
Not really.
Okay.
The emotional impact was immediate and profound. Tears streamed down Lyra's face, hot and unrestrained. Adega buried herself in her hands, her body trembling. Justin, his face etched with grief, clutched Cammy tightly to his chest, the tiny creature whimpering softly in sympathy. The cheese wedge, though damaged, was stable. The readings from the glitter cloud showed a significant decrease in energy. The obsidian owls, while not completely free, were showing signs of life, their forms slowly coalescing, their movements becoming less frenzied, less desperate. The terrifying pulse of the parasitic energy had weakened, its power diminished. Earl Grey's sacrifice had worked. They had won a Pyrrhic?
I don't know. I saw that word and I genuinely thought it was just a typo.
They had won a Pyrrhic victory. A Pyrrhic victory. I have no idea.
Genuinely don't know.
A triumph brought at a terrible cost of their captain's life. It suddenly remembered he was the captain of the ship.
I'm the captain now.
Well, you're the admiral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm both the captain and the admiral.
That's right. The galaxy might be safe, but their hearts ached with an unbearable grief. The silence of the cockpit was filled with the weight of the loss, the memory of Earl Grey's selfless act echoing in their souls. The journey continued, but it would be a different journey now. There's still 2 chapters.
There's still 2 chapters. Okay, yeah, all right, cool.
All right. One marked by the deep scars of loss and the enduring legacy of a sacrifice that would forever be etched in their memories. The victory was bittersweet, the price immeasurably high. The galaxy was saved, but at the cost of one of the bravest souls they had ever known. The void left by Earl Grey's absence would be felt for a long time to come.
Should be the final chapter, I know. Okay.
Yeah. It was a void that even the vastness of space could not fill. The haunting reality was that their triumph felt hollow, a stark reminder of the heavy price of saving the galaxy. End of chapter 3. Which really should be the end, but that's not how it works, apparently. So remember, this is Star Trek the Motion Picture, and Decker sacrifices himself at the end.
Yes, that's...
But that happens at the end!
Yeah? Consider me confused, because I am, and I've been confused for most of the time, actually. So you weren't lying. You were like, a lot happens, but yeah.
Yeah.
The hell do I put in the thumbnail for next week?
I mean, you have to have Arwen in the emerald stained dress.
Oh, yeah. I can do one of those again.
You could... Maybe that could be like the centerpiece. Earl and Arwen actually kissing.
Well, yeah, the AI really likes that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Oh my gosh.
The ship blew up, but not really. The owls were like the ominous threat, and then they suddenly weren't. The glitter cloud was destroyed, and then it suddenly wasn't. It's pretty typical for this book.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah. Cammy's just flat out a squirrel.
Yeah, I guess she's not with Earl anymore. Rip.
Yeah. Let me just double check here. Come on. I know this is thrilling.
It is thrilling. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm very entertained by your silence.
Yeah. I'm just seeing, because from when I was skimming the other chapters, I seem to remember
I'm generally gonna miss Earl's voice if I never get to do that again. I'm gonna be sad.
Okay. It does look like
Uh-oh. You know, that's a good thing when you start dying inside after reading ahead.
What?
Okay. No, that's good. I like that.
Well, they keep mentioning Earl Grey's demise for quite a while in the next chapter.
Yeah, he's the main character. I mean, that is actually a big deal.
Okay. That's what I was checking. Yeah. It's not only just is Cammy back to being a girl. Cammy has dialogue, and apparently it remembered that she was a pixie originally.
What happened?
I have no idea. But yeah, it looks like she's actually back involved in the story instead of just being this weird squirrel that just keeps popping up.
Okay.
All right. That's what I wanted to check. So yeah. So if you wanted to just not change Cammy, you can, because she's back to normal in the next chapter.
Yeah, I really didn't want to have to deal with that.
But I guess you will have to remove Earl.
Great.
Yeah. He gets one more heroic thumbnail, doesn't he?
Yep. And then he's gone.
Which again, the noble sacrifice to save everybody should be at the end of the book, but it's not.
Now we're just awkwardly dealing with the aftermath for a while. So
I mean, I hate to say it, but at least the first book had the wedding in the final chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That made sense.
It did. Having the main character do the noble sacrifice, that should happen in the middle of at the end of the story, not in the middle.
One would assume, yes.
Yeah.
I'm a little baffled. Just a little bit.
Yeah. What else could you put on the thumbnail next week?
I don't know. Like, I genuinely don't know, Josh. I don't know what to put on the thumbnail.
I mean, at least the Dag is still hot.
I think it's still hot. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Does make things better.
Yeah.
I think the is still hot.
It does. But I mean, you're gonna have to lose the Star Trek 1 poster.
I know. I'm very sad about it because I was really, really proud of it.
Yeah, you should be. It looks great. But yeah, we're losing Earl, and that's sad.
Yeah.
He's been with us since the beginning of all this.
Earl dies because of Arwen.
She wanted him to save the owls.
I will say, it kind of would have been funnier if the owls were cats.
Well, I mean, it made sense when they were the enemy. You know,
the owls were fine as an enemy, but now that they're like,
I mean, because when I put this whole thing into the AI generator itself, I did say steroided owls.
as you should.
Yeah. So it made it, so that's why it made them like, the bad guy, because it made them look aggressive and everything. But then I did not put in he sacrifices. Remember, this is Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
I know. I was kind of
the whole
that at the end.
The original idea was Arwen was V'ger.
Yeah, that's why it's a sparkly cloud.
Yeah. I mean, the whole a sparkly glitter cloud makes sense if it's all Arwen, right?
Yeah.
But then it didn't do that. So like that. This is why this chapter is the one I had to do the most editing for, because I actually wrote a little bit of it. Just so it had the dramatic scene I wanted of Earl and Arwen sacrificing themselves at the end. But it put it in the middle. I don't know why.
Put it in the wrong place. That's great.
Like I said, the AI is going to do what the AI is going to do.
That is true.
Well, Rambam, we already had the drone duplicate. Remember, it copied Cammy, but it forgot to kill her. Which is another thing I added. Cammy died, just like Alara.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like Cammy should not be around anymore.
What the hell is happening? What the hell are the next 2 chapters gonna be about?
I have no idea. But in Star Trek: The Motion Picture, Alara died, and Cammy was in the role of Alara. So I had her die and then get copied. I don't know why I did this.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. I gotta go back up because I gotta copy that whole thing. Activated a device at his dress. I'm sad because now I don't get to do Earl's voice anymore.
We need a proper send-off.
Yeah.
He and Arwen are remembering the badger in the next life.
Hold on. I gotta write something. Hold on. Okay. So I gotta remember that. This is very important.
It is. I'm sure it is.
Okay.
I had an idea.
You also had an idea?
It depends on how much time I have this next week. I might do like a little montage of every single one of your mumbly Earl lines.
Oh my god, no! That would be so much work. Oh my god.
Not really, because all these books have such little dialogue.
True. That's true, at least.
Yeah. Plus, I don't think you read Earl in the first chapter of the first book. I think I did. I think I voiced Earl in the first chapter of the first book. And then you took over.
Yes.
Because it was funnier that way.
Yes. That is true. It was significantly funnier.
It was.
The mumbling. Because he did the mumble.
Right. Because that's right. Because it was a romance story and they always have...
Yeah. But that's what that sounds like.
Yeah.
Mumbling is very incoherent. Like you can't really.
Mumbling is not sexy.
It's not.
But romance writers seem to think it is.
Yes.
And murmuring and
yes.
Like, their voice barely above a murmur. I'm like, how many times has that been stated throughout all these books?
Exactly.
I'll see what I can do.
You're good.
I mean, we have to acknowledge the passing of Earl Grey.
That is a huge deal.
It is. It really is.
I can't believe Art wasn't here for it.
I know! He died for her.
Yeah. Died for her sins. Oh. God damn it, man.
Yeah. But yeah, so like I said, it completely forgot that Earl was around until like those last 5 pages.
Wait, hold on. The whole time, that just dawned on me. How little.
Mm-hmm. If you notice, like Earl's not mentioned like at all during like the middle parts of the chapter because I had to add him in, and I only did it for like a few lines, like kind of like sprinkled throughout the beginning.
Yeah, no, you're right.
But when Earl says we have to go back to save the owls, I'm the one that's when he was actually first mentioned again.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, we need more Earl than that.
Yes. Obviously we need more Earl.
Mm-hmm.
Very sad.
It is. So yeah, we must remember the passing of blacksmith, baker, secret agent, starship captain.
Yes.
Yeah. And furry.
And closeted furry. Yes.
And musician, I forgot.
Oh, and expert musician, yes.
Yes. I do appreciate the xylophones, though. That is great. That is great.
Thank you. I thought that was I thought that would be funny enough, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just sad now, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he made the heroic sacrifice for dead owls.
Yes, can we just reiterate this? Earl died to save 10 owls.
But they showed some signs of life at the end, so that's fine.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, good luck on next week's thumbnail.
I have no idea what that's going to look like.
Well, isn't there a shot in the motion picture of the two like merging with like a bright light on them or something?
Yes.
So like maybe you could like replicate that.
Maybe.
I know it's asking a lot from the AI.
Yes. It is.
Yeah, I'm sure like asking the AI to give you images of, two people kissing, it's not going to give you these horrifying deformed monsters.
Oh, definitely not. I definitely haven't tried to do that before, and it made me want to die with the horror that I was witnessing.
Snorty, I applaud that joke.
Truly gave a hoot. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That you know what? I'm screenshotting that because I want to remember that, and I'm also going to write it down.
Yeah.
Because I'm putting that in my description.
Oh, okay.
One might say Earl truly gave a hoot. Snortopopus. We're doing this very,
Right. We have to credit him.
Yeah, Cuber. 2025.
Yeah, we don't steal jokes. We just steal celebrities' images.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, although there are only 2 celebrities here.
Yeah. It's kind of greatly decreased.
That's because there haven't been new characters.
Yeah, we haven't randomly gained new characters. So.
There hasn't been some like random ass guide that shows up and like hi, and I have to like quickly come up with a voice on the spot.
Yes.
I'm still traumatized by Silas's betrayal.
Me too.
That's still the best chapter we've had so far.
That was
so funny.
Although the ending of this, where Earl just basically says bye and just basically nukes himself from this plane of existence.
For dead owls.
For dead owls. It's so funny to me.
It was a noble sacrifice.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely made sense.
Oh, if I should have like added in, because I mean, yes, I did a little bit of writing, but I wanted to do as little as possible.
Yes.
But I should have added in like nothing was left but his tote. That would have been funny.
Oh my gosh.
Like he explodes in like this explosion of light, and then just his chef's hat's left.
Yes, his baker's hat just on the ground with some glitter on
it. And then you could then have like Lyra like pick it up and like hold it close to her chest or something.
Yeah, because for some reason Lyra now cares. Like she did not care.
Well, I mean, she ordered the death of an entire civilization and then had second thoughts.
Oh my god, I killed Earl indirectly.
How could you, Eris?
I didn't mean to. I just, thought maybe we should kill the things that, you know,
Mm-hmm.
are trying to kill us. I don't know. It's a weird thought.
I'm so disappointed that Arwen was not here
To witness this?
To witness Earl's death.
Yeah, what the fuck?
If she's with us next week, should we like reread his sacrifice for her?
I don't know. I kind of think that we should just require that she reads. Or she listens to this stuff. I think I'll message her. I'll text her. Be like, or should we just make her wait? Should we make her wait? I don't know.
I think we should. Or we could just start the next chapter like completely cold, like no recap for her on next week.
Yeah.
And she's like, and then it mentions like the crew was still reeling from Earl's death, and she's be like, "What?"
It's like, oh yeah, you killed him. Actually, I killed him technically, but it's who's pointing fingers? Not me.
Yeah.
Let's do that. That's funny.
Yeah. I mean, because if she listens to the show, then she'll be ready. It'll teach her a lesson. She can't ever miss our show.
She can get sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've missed the show due to illness. I've listened.
Actually, I think she just crashed out in bed. Honestly.
Thank you, Scott. That's right.
Yeah, Scott. I'm even looking at your comment, but yeah.
She needs to hear that Academy Award-worthy narration. I agree. Because I gave it such life.
Yes.
And Eris, you did so wonderfully in voicing Earl's sacrifice.
I tried.
You really brought the weight of his decision to sacrifice himself for dead owls.
Well, you know me.
Yeah.
Always giving a shit. No.
What if just for like no explained reason you picked another Star Trek poster to mimic
for no explained reason.
For no reason, even though it's not even that movie.
Potentially, we might do that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see like what exactly I want to get done here because now I have to redo how Earl looks because he's an asshole and decided to dye his hair in the middle of a battle.
That's right. His silver hair now. Well, I mean, maybe that time spent with Arwen aged him quickly. Just saying.
He ran out of glowing mushrooms.
I mean, yeah, there was also all the glowing mushrooms that also probably it doesn't help.
Little did y'all know, this was a don't do drugs segment.
That's right.
You didn't know that this was secretly sponsored by the DARE program. Okay,
but yeah, of course.
Fine. Yeah.
All right.
Beautiful.
I have yard work I need to do.
I need to eat my feelings.
You need to mourn Earl's loss. I understand.
Yeah.
He's been such an intricate part of our lives the last several months.
He has.
He has. I mean, I will never forget when I read that first short story I mentioned Earl Grey's name for the first time, you, Arlena, and Arwen just lost it.
Yeah, because it's such a good name. It's such a good meme name for like a romance character, you know? For the love interest.
Earl Grey. Cammy Meal. Just in case.
It's great.
Yeah.
I'm very sad. Like, genuinely, I'm very sad.
Yeah. Did you have a feeling that Earl was going to die in this story?
I mean, I thought some bullshit was going to happen. I did not think it was going to happen. I didn't think he was actually going to properly die. Like, maybe at the very end. Like you know, I could have done that. Like,
well, that was my original intention.
Because then, like, we've closed the chapter on Earl Grey as a character.
Yeah.
So
this is the Earl Grey trilogy. Yes. But he's not in the last 2 chapters of his own story.
Yes. Love it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
What? I'm scared.
I just did a little skipping ahead in the story. Just a little hint of things to come. The Earl Institute, a prestigious research facility dedicated to promoting ethical scientific practices and interspecies collaboration, established in honor of Dr. Earl.
Beautiful.
That is completely staying in. I am not touching that.
No, you are not. You got a posthumous doctorate degree. I love it.
Oh, God. That's wonderful. The Earl Institute. Because he was a doctor.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Everybody knows he was a doctor.
Of course. So we got that to look forward to by the end of the book.
I love that. That's perfect.
It is. It really is. And like he gets a posthumous doctorate from his blacksmithing you.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. Yes.
Brought it all together.
Yes.
Because this story is perfect.
Because it's perfect.
Yeah. Well, I don't got anything else.
I got nothing else. I'm sad.
The Earl Institute of Forensic Baking.
Yes.
Yes. I love it, Snorty.
It's beautiful. All right. Well, I don't have an outro because I can't use my outro anymore. So it should be interesting.
Are you gonna try to switch some things over to Loki's?
Yeah, I'm just gonna switch things over to Loki's. I can't do this like this. Just
all
right.
Yeah.
This has gotten stupid. All right, I was perfectly happy with this until they did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, bye everyone.
I'm just gonna awkwardly end the stream now. So y'all don't even get an outro. So I don't know how long this is gonna take. So have fun. Toodaloo.
Bye.
I'm just gonna keep talking until everything